Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, let me come back to you. Make sure to add your posts over the next 24 hours. We open, not 24 hours, sorry. It'll be open indefinitely, but let me come back to you. Okay, I'm going to ask you to turn your webcams back on, please. Wrap up whatever you're doing. For those of you who are, okay. For those of you who are just arriving today for the first time, many of you already emailed me outside, that's fine, but just so we're all on the same page. This is my email address, and many of you already WeChat me. If this is your first class, my WeChat is here, right? Emails are for longer questions. So if you want to send me draft work, or if you have questions about specific tasks and you have a number of questions, it's better to email me. WeChat is for quick questions, like I can't find this document, or I can't find this link, or can you check this assignment for me, right? I usually get notifications from, hi everybody, see all your faces again. Hopefully you're all awake now. I usually get notifications from the system when you submit work, but for some of the smaller tasks like reflective journals, they don't necessarily ring or go off, meaning I don't get the notification. But if you want me to look at it, make sure you just send me a quick WeChat message. Right? Those are really quick. I just glance at them at the start of every day or when they come in. All right. I have a couple of messages here. Just a second, let me just double check. Okay. So we have a presentation, and then we'll leave it at that for the week. And we'll do a quick review of what needs to go on. I just have to make Cheryl the presenter. Hang on. Cheryl, are you able to share your screen? Is there not a share screen button at the bottom of your page?
Yes.
Yeah. So just click it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Wait. Hang on. Hang tight. Everybody, if you can, I'm going to double check everybody's microphone so you're not double talking in the background. So just so we're on the same page, Cheryl, can you tell us what activity you're doing? Do you remember?
Actually, I finished my activity.
Okay, but what unit is this? This is unit
3.
Activity.
Activity.
It's okay. It's one of the activities of Great Gatsby.
Maybe
okay.
Maybe 8. Maybe.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's give Cheryl our attention. I'm going to ask Cheryl questions at the end too. If you have any questions, save them for the end. You can also react. I think there's a react button at the bottom. Sharing it. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl. Today I would like to talk about something and give a presentation about Nick in The Great Gatsby. Actually, in the novel The Great Gatsby, Nick is a narrator, but he isn't the protagonist. This makes Nick himself somewhat tricky to observe, since we see the whole novel through his eyes. And first of all, I would like to show some pictures of Nick in the movie The Great Gatsby. Actually, in my mind, I think this actor who acts Nick is quite handsome. So next, I I would like to introduce his family background. His family, although descended from the Dukes of Buckland, really started when Nick's grandfather's brother came to the US in 1851. Besides, Nick Carraway explains that he was born in the Middle West. The Carraway family owned a hardware business, which was opened in 1851 and was something of an established family. Nick served in the World War in the 3rd Division. After the war, he moved from the Midwest to West Egg, a wealthy enclave of Long Island, to learn about the bond business. And then I would like to introduce his education background. Actually, he's an educated man who desires more out of life than the quiet Midwest can deliver. Although it is interesting that before living in the city, any length of time he retreats to the country. Besides, as Nick explains in the chapter 1, he moved east in order to start a new job and to experience a new lifestyle. He had grown up in the Midwest and he felt ready for a change. A big cause of his feeling a need for a change was the fact that he had just returned from fighting in World War I. As he explains, I graduated from New Haven in 1915, just a quarter of a century after my father, and a little later, I participated in that delayed Teutonic migration known as the Great War. I enjoyed it, the counter rate so softly, so softly that I came back restless. Sorry, I'm too nervous. Instead of being the warm center of the world, the Middle West now seemed like the rich edge of the universe. So I decided to go east and learn the bond business. Actually, I put 2 pictures of the Yale University where he graduated from. Actually, in my mind, this university is quite beautiful. And if I have changed, I could maybe I will maybe in this university in the future, maybe. And then I would also like to introduce his personality. First of all, from my observation, I think he's quite practical, because he's set off as being more practical and down to earth than other characters. This essence is brought to life in chapter 2, when he doesn't quite know how to respond to being introduced into Tom and Michael's secret world. However, that he doesn't feel the need to tell anyone about his adventures. And then I thought he was also a shy and a person who did not good at communication at all, since in chapter 3, again, Nick comes off as less mercenary than everyone else in the book as the waits for an invitation to attend one of Gatsby's parties. And then when he does, he takes the time to seek out his host. From this instance, and others like them spread throughout the book, it becomes clear that Nick in many ways is an outsider. And in my mind, I think if we need to have a closer interaction with others, we need to have a good communication and have more activity with others. And last but not least, he is also a thorough person, because he had how many of the other character lack, like personality, integrity, and his sense of right and wrong helps to elevate him above the others. He alone is repulsed by the pony nature of the social life. He alone is moved by Gatsby's death. When the other characters scatter to the wind after Gatsby's death, Nick, unable to believe that none of Gatsby's associates will even pay their last respects, picks up the pieces and ensures Gatsby isn't alone in his death. Through this course of the Great Gatsby, Nick grows from a man dreaming of a fortune to a man who knows only too well what mystery a fortune can bring. And this is all my presentation. Thank you for your listening.
Good job. Okay. You can relax now. You can use your reactions at the bottom of the page if you want to give a comment for Cheryl. Any positive comments for Cheryl? Any positive comments for Cheryl's work? You can turn on your microphone. Want to share? I like the animations. They're really cool. Any positive comments for Cheryl, please?